wasting some time here with a video about the Tier 7 British cruiser, the Fiji. Mainly, it's basically like the Leander, but a little bit better. You may have noticed that this is just a 4-turret four double turrets, and the Fiji has 4 triple turrets. That's the biggest change. Bit more maneuverable. I just actually did get my captain up to a 15-point captain, so I do have the concealment expert. That took my concealment down to 9.8. I'm really kind of looking forward to that. I haven't played with the 9.8 yet, but in the battle you see it's not going to be with the concealment expert. But I really like this ship, and how I run it. I do run full premium consumables on it, especially with the smoke. If you don't do it for the others, I would definitely recommend it for the smoke, because it only leaves you about a 55 or so second gap between when you're out of your smoke and when you can use it again, which is really nice. I usually time it by the countdown for it to be reloaded. If it is about a minute 10 is when you need to think about moving out of your smoke. At a minute, you're going to be detected. So and the really nice acceleration of the Fiji, it takes you about 15 seconds to get up to 30 knots. So all those things kind of add up to a very sneaky, very mean, very damage farming ship. Of course, the downside of all that fun is your armor. Your armor is pretty terrible. That's nothing new. If you played the British cruisers, you know their armor is fairly lackluster, especially out of all the ships, minus destroyers. They have the worst fore-end, and if I can get there, and the aft-end plating. It's just kind of laughable. Anything larger, I think 8 inches and up, it all will overpin. Like, it won't overpin, it will just auto pin. And so that leaves you with your fantastic Citadel armor to try to stop that nice 51 millimeters, try to stop anything like that. Nice flat. So if you are bow in, that's just really not a viable tactic as far as I found out. Slightly angled is a little bit better, not straight on to the bow, so it doesn't hit your Citadel armor straight in. Anywho, armor besides, it's a fun ship. The smoke and the hydro acoustic search, it's a really stupid combination. You'll see it in the video, especially with that ship acquisition at 4.2. A lot of destroyers don't know how to handle a ship running up to their smoke, popping smoke itself, and using a hydro and spotting them. Most of them will freak out and do something silly. But you know, it's good. It's a good thing. Silly is good sometimes, especially when you're not doing it. Anyways, and when people do charge your smoke, especially with the single firing torps, if they want to close with you, you have really good firing arcs for your torpedoes. The ship is extremely maneuver at 590 meters. Nice turn time down at 7. I do have the upgrade for the steering gears, though. But people want to get close to you with your really nice torpedo arcs, even if they have torpedoes, let's say like a Miyoko or something like a Scharnhorst, that's Tier 7. They don't have the speed in the torpedo arcs to really get to you, especially if you're slightly in front of them. You can turn around, launch torpedoes from both sides, and usually kill them. Anywho, and that is how I like to play it. Smoking islands and torpedoes. If somebody wants to close with you, go ahead and do it with them. Anyways, hopefully I'll enjoy. Alright, wasting some time here on Fault Line. Remember the name of the map this time. That's becoming a rarity. Nice Tier 7 match here. A lot of cruisers. 2 destroyers on enemy team, 3 for ours. Standard battle, so we don't have to worry about points. But man, I really do like this map for the Fiji and the Lander. I really like just the opportunities it gives you. You can basically go anywhere on the map, and you have islands to use, and your smoke, just so you can farm damage, get close to people, and torpedo them. Anyway, it's fairly standard kind of thing. I don't do something like I'm doing right now. It's just charging straight up towards the islands, getting close, and anything else besides a destroyer and one of the British cruisers, because I have islands so close and I have smoke. I can use that in case the situation kind of turns south really quickly. And barring the one time, the very first match I had in the Fiji, I'm not going to show you a video of it. I think I deleted it. I was slightly upset about it. Nagato in the first 2.5 minutes got me from across the map. It was terrible. That's a first outing for a ship nice and nuked in the first few minutes of the match. Anyways, Pensacola within range, a nice 15.4 range for the Fiji. Definitely workable. Trying to slow down and use the islands to hide because I want to get in close and try to surprise some destroyers or cruisers if I can. That just silly, stupid acceleration of the British cruisers is fun to use. They don't slow down very quick, but they definitely get up and go in a hurry. Have a need for speed. If you're not first, you're last. And the spotting range is what is the spotting range? 11.2. I do have that down to 9.8 because I have the concealment expert, like I said in the beginning part. So I'm gonna definitely enjoy that for the last 70 or so thousand XP I need to grind out to get to the Edinburgh. Kind of watching this guy. Gonna do a little bit of the cheeky shots at the last second to get some damage into that fellow. Enemy cruiser and destroyer already passed. They've committed to the 9-10 line. And gonna sneak in here. Farragut is turning back around. Don't want to get into a close-in battle with Farragut right now because he does have the ability to turn inside here a bit more better than I do. So it's definitely a good time to use the hydro and the smoke and beat up on this Farragut. This Farragut should have charged me or kept going by the mouth. Stopping there was probably the worst decision he made, since I'm just going to spot him here. And he gets a few hits into me right there. Starts missing the rest. I'm going to back up here because I want to get the back two guns in on this fight. That Pensacola is coming around. Definitely want to get some damage into him. Friendly Cleveland just dove right in. He is things are not going to go well for him. Shots out on the Pensacola and swinging a decent amount of damage there, but couldn't lead it quite enough because of the island issues I was having. Now, no, the Farragut did die. The Kirov, he's good as dead. Pensacola, I don't know what they were thinking, but I was really happy that the Farragut gave me a nice extra smoke screen on the other side of this. And might as well help yourself to it. And the secondary guns on the Fiji, I don't know what it is about it, but they seem more useful than a lot of the other cruisers. Enemy Mayhan sitting in smoke. Gonna get a few rounds off into him before my hydro is up, which it is right then. And still not spotted by the Pensacola. Silly fellows. Just kind of waltz in here and take the extra damage. 2 or 3 citadels on that guy right now. Detected by the hydro. I should have realized at this point that the enemy Belfast was right on my butt. But there he is, the Mayhan shooting me. Now I'm just detected by the Mayhan. Definitely need to get out of here. Don't want to be focused by that many of the enemies. Enemy Mayhan does tactical beaching for some reason. Kind of slides on the wall there. Nice damage from the AP rounds. And getting pelted by the Mayhan and the Belfast. That I didn't know that was the Belfast at the moment. But I'm just trying to get the Mayhan dead before he gets out of my spotting range. He should have stopped shooting, so I wouldn't have spotted him. The Belfast, not the best shot, and the also don't have the silly AP characteristics of the other regular line British ships, which is good and a bad thing. Nice citadel hit into that guy. He is letting me have some damage too. Thinking if I want to use my my smoke right now. I was hoping those torpedoes would get him, but they didn't. Right now is when I decided to slow down. Hopefully he comes within 4.2, so I can spot him with my hydro. Smoke is up. I'm not spotted anymore. Use my hydro. He is being spotted by the friendly cruiser, so I don't have to worry about him getting close enough. He is slamming on the brakes right now, trying to stay alive. And there is his smoke screen, but I backing that thing up to spot it with hydro. Aye. Good try, sir, but not good enough. Enemy cruiser north that wasn't spotted. That is a Miyoko. Enemy Scharnhorst turned around and left. Slightly ahead of the enemy team on 2 extra kills. And no point in sitting around and waiting to see what's going to happen here. Just we'll leave. Had a good 40 more seconds on that smoke screen. Definitely something you need to remember, how long the smoke screens last. I only keep track of it honestly with the countdown timer, so I'm kind of SOL. You have to actually think about it whenever I'm using my last one. I already see there. I've already used two of my 4. I'm looking for that enemy cruiser to pop down. I didn't know it at the time, but it's a Miyoko. 2,000 damage isn't too bad. I just really like this clip because it was fairly quick, full of action, and some fun. On 3 kills. You know, oddly enough, I don't think I've only had 1 Kraken in this. I keep on getting a whole bunch of 4 kills games. It's very irritating. The best game I had so far was 175,000 damage. It was a loss. It was a bad loss. But I did kill 5 ships. But man, it was one of those things where it's kind of irritating. Bit terrible. Enemy Cleveland. Trying to give myself a bit more time. I was wanting to, slightly concerned about getting tore up by a Cleveland at close range. I was trying to figure out how long it's going to take me to stop, get set up for him, and what side he is pointing his guns. And nice and spotted. The Cleveland is not shooting at me, obviously. He's shooting at those 2 cruisers in front of him. Really bad choice to charge into the middle of here. He should have just stayed north of the island with the Scharnhorst. Pop and smoke. Nice broadside Cleveland. Time to get some damage farming done. With the accuracy of this, 8,100 damage done. That's just silliness. Accurate, close in. Mess people up. Take him down to 460. And the destroyer gets the torpedo hit, I think, right? Or no, the other Fiji got the kill on that one. Sitting here, seeing how things are going. Kind of wondering where I should go to next. Decide to get out of my smoke here and try to pursue the Scharnhorst. But there's the Miyoko. Not really where I wanted to be. I was thinking about turning away and running. I thought about trying to back up into my smoke. None of those things were really working out at the time, so let's just charge the fellow. And here's the thing about the Miyoko. Miyoko has torpedoes that it needs to show its butt to fire. The Fiji does not have that problem, thankfully. And just launch torps point blank at the guy. Bad shots by me for the other 2. Nice dodge by him. But thankfully, have torpedoes off both sides, and there's no dodging that. And nice kill. Always try to charge somebody with when they get close to you and you have torpedoes in the British cruisers, I think. That's just my opinion. Anyways, it's all over, but the crying for an enemy team. 122,000 damage, not bad in a tier 7 cruiser. get a drink of tea there. Anyways, I'm going to try to upload more, guys. That's just it's a bad week. We moved offices, and man, I've been in a bad mood. Doesn't really help to be in a bad mood, but you know, hey, trying to make videos. Pretty good mood today, minus a little incident with the dogs taking a leak on the floor. Man, that's seriously irritating. House-trained dogs being on the floor. Anyways, and I'm a Cowboy fan. What team do you like? I like the Cowboys. I've been a Cowboy fan for forever. Not a trash talker, but man, last season was painful. I feel like we paid for... We're getting a painful season last year. This season's pretty good. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the game. 122,000 damage, 414,000 credits earned. Top of the team. Nice... I really do like the Fijis. I like the British cruisers after Tier 6. I think I may keep the Fiji too. Anyways, hopefully y'all let me know what team you just support, man. What football team you're rooting for. And hopefully you're having a good year. See y'all next time.